everyone, and welcome back to the Instant Insights podcast. At Global Data Strategic Intelligence, we track over 100 tech, industry, ESG, and macro themes impacting all major sectors. I'm your host today, Martina Raveni, and today I'm joined by Mario Hoxhaj, a front-end software developer at Mainsim. Today's topic touches on the theme of AI and the future of work, specifically exploring how AI is reshaping front-end development. Hi Mario, how are you?
Hi, Martin. Fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. The first question I wanted to ask you is what's Mainsim? What does your company do?
First of all, thank you for having me here today. As you said, I'm a front-end developer at Mainsim. Mainsim, which is also the name of our product, is a ticketing software focused on the maintenance done by companies. For instance, let's say you own a hospital and you need to handle maintenance for the physical assets, like hospital beds, medical equipment, also coffee machines, and so on. In this scenario, the person in charge of reporting any damage submits a ticket that the maintainer would then handle later on. All this is done through our app that can be customized to fit the needs of various types of companies across various sectors. In this app, you can open tickets, view them, assign work to technicians, monitor progress in real time, generate reports, and other stuff related to maintenance.
Okay, so it's software maintenance.
Yeah.
So just to check I've understood correctly and just to clarify to our listeners. So basically, let's say I imagine I'm manufacture coffee machines, for example. And
Mhm.
I operate multiple factories throughout a region or maybe a country. When one of those machines breaks down or need any kind of routine maintenance, I like a way to track the issue from the moment it's reported through repair and all the way to completion. And if I'm right, that's exactly what Mainsim software lets me do. Is right.
Yeah, that's correct.
So me being the client, I get a big picture view of maintenance operations, and I'm guessing that the ultimate goal is to help me spot recurring issues, improve turnaround time, like something along those lines, like ensure every repair gets done properly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that.
Okay, okay. Thanks for the overview. Let's kick off talking about AI in general so far, of course, linked to your company. Did you identify any opportunities to use AI to enhance the customer experience?
Yeah, we deeply thought about that, and after some hard work, we came up with a solution for facilitating some tasks that our customers face. One of those is related to the draw up of a maintenance plan, which can be a time-consuming job, as it requires the customer to manually fill in all the info about the maintenance, so all the tasks that they need to do, the materials involved, and so on and so forth. Our first area of interest in AI application was exactly this, speeding up its process by asking the user to just describe, in short, the type of asset to be maintained, and let the AI produce a plan that, at the end of this process, could be also edited to suit the client needs.
Thanks for the example, and that's how AI is being used by your company. But I'm quite interested for this episode to understand how AI has changed the day-to-day work for a software developer. So just to give a bit of context, in recent years, artificial intelligence has transformed the way everyone in every sector, but especially developers work because it automates tedious tasks. It can accelerate debugging, which in layman's term, correct me if I'm wrong, it's isolating the error faster and enabling smarter testing. So all these kind of things. But for many developers, it's not just about what AI can do, it's about what it can overcome, where it can help. So I wanted to know from your experience how AI assists you, but also how can it solve any challenges you may have. So I gave this a bit of long introduction. So in short, what challenges did you face as a developer and how have you been able to overcome them using artificial intelligence?
Well, our team had the chance to try various AI tools, such as ChatGPT, the one we use internally, but also Claude and Gemini, with their free plans. And we found out that some of our tasks could be facilitated. For my colleagues and me, one of the advantages is clearly in the coding aspect. This is because AI models are generally suited for basic coding, especially Codex, OpenAI's latest artificial intelligent agent. So for straightforward tasks, we find them to be pretty handy.
And are you coding less from scratch and more from these AI generated suggestions?
It depends on the situation. It could be more convenient to start from scratch and then maybe ask AI for suggestions. Sometimes I have some freedom when it comes to the graphic design part, like buttons, tables, forms, all parts of the software. And all those are involved in a new functionality of the software. So I enjoy doing it myself. And it's also the kind of work where AI tends to struggle since the creativity, at least for now and in my personal experience, can be a limit for AI models. Otherwise, for mundane tasks, I mostly leave it to the AI because if a well-written prompt for the issue is provided, it's almost guaranteed to accomplish those tasks, even from scratch.
And earlier you cited Codex, which is the coding focus agent from OpenAI. Did it improve your productivity or just change the way you work or both?
It absolutely improved it because Codex is especially suited for us developers as it was trained to resolve coding-related issues. The approach can be a little bit different from the AI chats we all know, because Codex can be used as an alternative to the standard ChatGPT model. However, if used as a plugin, so like directly integrated inside the development environment, which is basically the environment where you write the code, that's where it truly shines. And that's because it removes that extra step of copy pasting the code, since Codex can see the files you are working on. So basically, you just submit your issue and it straight up fixes your code. It also gives a visual feedback on the changes made with comments in the code, which is very important for understanding the rationale. Another advantage of Codex I would like to talk about is the ability of transitioning from code draft into working code. For example, I could have predicted the need of a new functionality or feature in Mainsim, left as a draft inside my code. When the client asks for that functionality, which I have in my draft, I can, with the help of Codex, quickly convert that draft into actual working code.
Okay, okay. That's pretty interesting and sounds pretty useful. Now I have a question which happens to me that I often ask to different guests because it can be applied to multiple jobs across every industries or sector. But which is basically about using AI in their business. Of course, I'm particularly interested from a developer's eye. Do you trust AI generated code, or do you think it needs humans to check?
Well, overall, AI is trustworthy if you set up the prompt correctly, that is. But it can easily get out of hand if you enter into that loop of back and forth requests and the AI start to hallucinate. Hallucinate means that AI will start to give made up responses just to fill those knowledge holes caused by maybe a poor prompt or a niche situation for which the model doesn't have a clear understanding. You could try to correct it, and it would instantly tell you that it made a mistake. But generally, it insists that the solution given, or a slight variation of it, is correct. Therefore, a final human interaction with the given answers is needed, just to be sure.
Okay, okay, so we still need the human touch in a way. Specifically, you are a front-end software developer, which again, if I'm correct, means you create websites and web mobile applications. Your job, I imagine, is not just only writing syntax, that is like the coding, but building a sort of interactive and efficient user experiences. So is front-end becoming even more about problem solving and less about coding, less about syntax with AI?
Yes and no, because problem solving has always been the main thing, even before AI. If you have a big feature up ahead, you always brainstorm it thoroughly, as you would do in any other job, to try and get the best result early on without needing to come back to redefine the basics. So yes, in a way, you could say that thanks to AI, you can focus even more now on the problem solving since the syntax is quote unquote guaranteed.
And in your role, do you think junior developers benefit more from AI or risk learning less deeply?
Yeah. Juniors can definitely benefit from it. I think that if used properly, it can be a brilliant tool that I only wish I had when I started. But yeah, also the risk is very high, especially for those who started after this AI boom. So they never got the chance to dig into their coding issues. I really believe that juniors must see AI as a helping hand, not a replacement for their own thinking. So getting your hands dirty first is crucial.
Sure. Okay. Thanks for your take. Moving to the job sector in general, repetitive, predictable, and those types of rule-based jobs are most at risk from AI, while those ones that require a human touch will perform much better. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report of last year found that around 40% of employers expect to reduce their workforce where AI can automate tasks. And the job first in line to be automated are often those taken by entry-level employees. Do you think AI will reduce the demand for front-end developers?
For now, I like to think that AI still has a long way to go before it can completely replace the front-end role, especially in those less standard situations where you don't have a fixed solution, but you need the human input to provide a custom implementation that satisfies a specific need. I see AI agents as a powerful tool, and I think they'll continue to evolve. That said, today they still rely heavily on patterns and existing data. In less conventional scenarios, where there's no clear template and the solution needs to be carefully adapted to a specific context, human experience and critical thinking remain essential. So right now, the value lies in providing original solution, ideas or designs that can be easily generated by AI.
And in like 5 years or less, what will front-end development look like in your vision?
Well, I imagine the role will be even more enriched by AI tools. For instance, I expect developers to be able to easily translate any user interface templates provided by the creative team, let's say, into code that is well integrated with the rest of the project, also maintaining accuracy. Today, this task is still somewhat challenging for AI as it struggles to fully grasp the project context and its internal rule set. For example, it can easily translate the templates into code, but it's not guaranteed that the added code will follow patterns that the developer used elsewhere in the code.
Thank you so much, Mario, for those instant insights. You can find out more about our AI in the Future Work report on our Intelligence Center and also in the episode description. Thanks all for listening, and from us in Strategic Intelligence, see you next time.